Hi everybody. I wanted to talk about the Schengen a little bit today, which is a complication in itself, as you know. The midnight rule covers UK tax residency, the Schengen, and in my case, I allow it to cover flights and country limits, and so it works well in that respective. And you can see in my data, which is pretty full on. I've got 64 days used, and out of a 90-day limit, I've got 26 left. But that's on a rolling period. As we all know, we're allowed to spend 90 and 180 in the Schengen on a rolling period. So it can be quite complicated. So when you go to the Schengen on your app, it tells you how many days you've got left. So in my case, I've got 26, but I've got a bunch planned. This is a useful graphic, but the reality for me, it's in the data. So it's the 22nd of March today, and from tomorrow, I have used these days out of 90. And as you can see, they start to tick up based on my previous 180-day window. They start to tick up on the 27th. So I start to use days as because I'm in France. I'm currently in France, and you can see from April that I get quite near my limit of 90 days. And then you can see from September, it violently falls away because clearly I'm not in the Schengen in the preceding months or corresponding months from April. And you can see that in my planner, very easily. So if I go to today, I'm in France in English, I'm in the Schengen. I look at April, I'm in the Schengen, and I'm in the UK. But you can see on the 17th, I'm in the Schengen. So if we go back to the system, we can see that on the 17th, I'm in the Schengen. So it's quite clear. The data is correct. And then I'm not in the Schengen, if you think about the logics of it all, at the end of April, because I can't be. I'm not at the moment in May. I'm in Montenegro and the States, and the same for June, July, August, and then, as you can see, in September, I've got a trip planned. So we can see if I go back to my Schengen, it realizes I've got a trip planned in September, and I've got plenty of scope to be in the Schengen. Where it gets a bit tricky is if I decide I would like to travel to Montenegro at the end of April from the UK, the question is, can I? And the Schengen calculator it's quite useful here. So a quick check. So if I say, I don't know, at the end of, where are we? April, I tell you what, let's say the 27th onwards. So from the 27th, have I got 3 days in the Schengen available? And the answer is yes. Can I do a week? The answer is no. I haven't built up the credits. But I can do 3 days. So if I drive through France, Italy, into Croatia to Montenegro, I've got 3 days. Have I got 4 days? Which is kind of interesting. So let's have a look. I have. I've got up to 6 days, believe it or not, from the 27th. So if it took me 4 days to transit, I can do it. So very useful. Schengen is critically important. So it's important to have your data. So you don't rely on them and what they stamp you as, because ultimately, if you've been traveling Schengen for the previous 6 months or 180 days, you have your data. So populate midnight rule, and it works a treat. Thank you.